Hey there, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot and Tarot at 12, and this is Pick a Card. Today's question is, who loves me? So let us find out. Today I have the Wizard's Tarot spread out with my clear quartz, and we are going to create 4 piles. And I am going to invite you to select a pile for a reading, and we are going to find out who loves me. We're going to do a live shuffle, and I'm going to set out the 4 piles. I will include the timestamps in the description so that you will be able to, fast forward, jump around, make it a little easier for you. Again, we are going to do 4 piles with 4 cards each, and then you will be invited to relax, select your pile, and then get your reading. Don't forget, I have several other pick-a-cards on my channel. If you would like to check them out, there might be a question that appeals to you. I also do a live show every day at 12 p.m. Central Time, so you can get your free reading, and I'd love to see you. Okay, we have our 4 piles out. Let's straighten them up. There we are. Okay. So you may pause the video if it's helpful or if you need more time. But what I'm going to ask you to do is calm your mind. Think of the question, who loves me? And see where your attention is drawn. If numbers appeal to you, the number 1 usually stands for new beginnings and opportunity. The number 2 usually stands for balance, partnership. The number 3 is usually about creativity and social interactions. And 4s typically represent structure and manifestation. Now, if numbers is not something that numbers are not something you pay attention to, then disregard. So select your pile. Pile number 1. Let's see what you've got. The question is, who loves me? See if we can get a good idea. Let me move these down a little bit more. Straighten that out for you. Alrighty, so let's see what we've got. Who loves you? All right. Now, what it's looking like so far is somebody who you might have been recently speaking to. Perhaps somebody you just met. Perhaps somebody you just connected with at work to work on a project or something like that, or somebody somehow that is a new connection and it involves conversation. So somebody new that you're speaking to is feeling like you might be the one. We've got our 6 of Swords here. And the 6 of Swords tells me that this is somebody who is most likely very supportive, very willing to kind of walk the walk with you. So somebody that is tried and true, somebody that is connected and again, feels like they're the tried and true. They will stick with you. They're the ride or die type of person. But again, I think it's somebody that you most recently started speaking to. Here we have our 9 of Pentacles, and this is the Success card. Notice we do have 2 Pentacles here right in a row. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. Again, somebody that you've just recently started started talking to in your everyday life. So we have our 9, as I said, and that is about success. So again, I keep feeling like it's somebody you're working on something with. We've got our 7 of Pentacles here. And again, this is about work. This is about doing some work and kind of waiting for results, feeling like I'm just kind of tired of waiting. I'm ready for this to pop. So again, this is about kind of slow travel. Our 6 of Swords. Being swords, it's also about communication. So I'm just getting the real strong impression here that this is somebody you're doing some kind of work with, that you most recently started having a little bit more in-depth conversations. So, this isn't somebody you pass in the hallway or the elevator and say, hey, man, how's it going? This would be somebody that you're having some kind of more like it just might have taken a new turn and it's getting deeper, or it's somebody that, you really haven't talked to much before, but you've been working with, and now all of a sudden you're having more conversations with. I think this person really has, stars in their eyes for you. And I think you should take a look around at the people you might be working with on something. Now, if you're unemployed and you're not in the office working on a project, this could be somebody you're working with about other things. Are you doing something, enriching, like social type of stuff, a book club? Are you doing home repairs? Are you a Girl Scout leader? Now I realize, that's not exactly the hot place to meet a partner. But, again, it can be something. It doesn't have to be major things like at work, like you're developing new software. I mean, hey, if you do that, if that's your line of work, well, then maybe. But again, somebody you're working with, and this person is going to be somebody who is very loyal. So yeah, this looks really good, pile 1. Take a look around you. Pile number 2. Let's see what you've got. Ooh, okay, this is looking good. All right. Well, first of all, let me just point out that I do see some rapid success connection coming. So this is going to be something that is, once it's connected, that the love is there. Once you both realize that your partnership is very realistic and so forth, it's going to go fast. We've got our 8 of Wands here now. Wands, that is the suit of growth and effort. The 8 is all about speed. Things are moving. Again, that realization has to come. Of course, you have to make that connection. You're not just going to wake up and be like, oh, okay, I get it. You do have that beginning kind of foundation, that realization. Once it's there, it's going to go quickly. And where's it going? It's going to the world. The world is kind of like seeing a cycle come to fruition, something you've been working on, something that's been building. Love is going to come to fruition. And of course, having the world, I mean, what more can you ask for than having the world, right? So this looks great. This looks like a wonderful, happy conclusion. Now, the question, though, is who loves me? This is somebody that you're kind of arguing with, or that you're sort of bumping heads with. Somebody that perhaps you are working on developing skills that you might have to work with, and you feel kind of reluctant about it, like, geez, I got to do this with this person. Or you feel kind of like, boy, this person is just too much. I'm not interested. I want to kind of keep this person away from me. I'm getting that with our 4 of Pentacles. Notice we have a 5 and a 4. 5, the number 5, typically represents change. It can represent conflict, which would make sense here with our Wands. It doesn't necessarily have to be an angry, full throttle, heat, fire out of your eyes kind of conflict. But it's, again, bumping heads. And then here with our 4 of Pentacles, now 4s typically represent having enough. So the number 4, having enough. And you're just kind of done with this person. You're like, I'm just closing the door and I don't want to deal with that, or, something like that. Well, this same person is most likely the person who loves you. Now, if you haven't met this person and you can't think of, well, I'm not having any of that right now. So what does that mean? That means it's coming. My spread in the 4-card spread is the near future. Unless I set it up in my mind as a different timeline, it's automatically going to be the near future. This is also the first card in the spread. So if you're not already experiencing something like this, this would imply that it is coming. So be watchful for that. Kind of check around, like who you might be kind of butting heads with, and somebody you're just like, ugh, I'm done with you. That's the person. That's the person. And once you kind of make that connection and you are checking in with your feelings and you start to make that connection, things are going to go quickly and it's going to go well. So that is really exciting. All right, pile 2, that's looking good. Pile number 3. Let's see what you've got. Again, the question is, who loves me? Oh, wow. Look at what we're getting here so far. We've got the Lovers and the 10 of Cups. This is like love, love, and love. Oh, you've got some great cards here, pile 3. Woo. Okay, so let's review what we've got, and then we'll kind of put it together and answer the question, who loves me? We've got the Lovers. This is a strong love. This is something that runs pure and deep. This is not, I love you for now because you're new. I love you for now because you do XYZ for me, or I'm impressed by XYZ. This is more like the, true personality, thoughtful kind of love. Does that make sense? Next to it, we have our 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate achievement of love and kind of that finalization of making that commitment to each other, working toward the same goals. This is awesome. This is awesome. Right here, we have Strength. Now, strength is all about, well, as the name implies, being strong, but it's also about an innate kind of strength where you just hold it together. You are not going to have arguments. You're not going to be one of those people who, has explosive conversations or disagreements. That's maybe your MO already, that you're kind of a calm person. But what this is saying to me is that thread of calm, of what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody who is really in tune with the reality of a situation can have calm contemplation, analyzing, things like that. Wow, that's great. There's no relationship where there aren't disagreements at some point, or even, kind of butting heads at some point. And that's okay, because that's growth. That's how you grow, that's how you learn. So that's okay. So I'm not suggesting that, it's like, blank slate, free sail, or smooth sailing, forever, because that actually would not be very good. And then we have our Empress. Now, the Empress can represent pregnancy, but the bottom line is what it represents is, remember, it's about symbolism. Just like a baby would grow and be nurtured by his or her mother, the same thing would be true about an idea that's blossoming, an idea that's growing, and something that is held very near and dear, something that's very protected. So what I'm seeing here is who loves you. And this is going to be a good, great, strong love. And, again, with our Strength, it's going to be something that you have kind of inner determination about. You're feeling like things are calm and logical. But who is this person? Well, this is somebody that you perhaps have been working with or developing something with. Now, if this is perhaps a friend who you have not made that connection. The joke, the friend zone, they're in the friend zone. Well, they haven't kind of evolved yet. Maybe you're not even looking at this person yet, but this is something that a friendship is blossoming into a romantic connection. You've already built so much as a friend that, that's a natural transition. It's kind of like we all should be friends first and then in a relationship. I mean, I know that's not typically always the way it works out, but think about it. You need to be best friends with your person. So what this is saying is a friendship has blossomed into something else. So I think you should be taking a look at your friend circle, people that, you have been working with and on doing something that, you're friends, but it's somebody who's kind of logical, somebody who's very calm, somebody who perseveres. You might look around, like I said, and see this person and be like, aha. If that's not the case, this is somebody that you're going to be developing something with very soon. The reason I say that is my 4-card spread is typically the near future, unless I kind of declare it as something else in my mind. So this, again, is somebody that you're going to develop a wonderful friendship with and then blossom into something else. Ooh, that's a good one, pile 3. Good luck with that. Pile number 4. Let's see what you get, pile number 4. The question is, who loves me? Ooh, okay, this is interesting. All right, pile 4. Who loves you? Now, are you helping somebody? Now, this could be somebody who has had something happen, whether it is a breakup, being fired from their job, something of consequence, something that has ended and has been, upsetting to this person. So it could be any of the above, from romance to work to losing a home or afraid about finances. It's something that it's feeling like not having enough, feeling like other people are doing better. And this would be somebody you're kind of working with. You would be seen as kind of this card, the Emperor. The Emperor is all about kind of, leading things, creating order out of chaos. So smoothing things over, being able to see things from a higher kind of vantage point, taking the emotion out of things. So here we have this, I don't want to say destruction, that's not the right word, but upheaval. Maybe that's the right way to say it. Upheaval, relying on you or coming to you for this guidance, for this help of some kind. And then after that, we have our Page of Wands. Now, a page is usually somebody who is kind of a little bit immature, who's ready to get moving. Being wands, they're ready to get moving. It's all about action. It's all about ideas. And then that causes a change. Change to what? Change to this, to our 5 of Swords. I mean, look, and that doesn't look too comfortable, does it? But then the Death card says, it's going to change. We're going to be moving into a new chapter. And how interesting that in this deck, the Wizard's Tarot, it shows that the new chapter is a result of a coupling of 2 people in love. So there you go. So let's go through and kind of sum up. Who is this person who loves you? Be watchful of somebody that needs to get their life back on track. And again, it doesn't have to be super dramatic, like, they're recovering from some horrible, illness, or they've got super bad legal trouble. It could be something that dramatic, but, it could be something more simple. But it is something of notice, or that would be noticeable. You're going to be the strength. That's what appeals. And then this person is going to be ready to kind of jump in, make things happen. Again, this is kind of an immature energy. So this means not necessarily the person is immature, but this is in the beginning stages. And then again, that change. So the person who loves you is somebody that you are going to be helping. Now, the only thing that would have strengthened this even more for me would have been if the Six of Pentacles showed up, because that's literally the helping card. But this combination, as this question, as it applies to this question, is showing me very clearly that this is about helping somebody, and this is what leads to building that love. So who loves you? Somebody that you're going to be working with to help recover from some kind of situation. You are the strength. You are going to be the one that inspires the action to correct whatever this was. And then this will be a result of you helping. So keep your eyes open. If this is not something that you currently see happening in your world, in your personal world, then this is something that would be coming soon. Again, the 4-card spread is the near future unless I declare it as something else in my mind. And so therefore, this is the nearer future. So this would be somebody you are meeting soon or somebody that you're already connected to. Take a look around. Use your intuition, because sometimes we can pick up on that. We can pick up on vibes, something that has potential and so forth. Ooh, that's a double good reading, because not only are you going to find love, what an awesome thing to be able to help somebody move forward and change into that new chapter. Ooh, I love it, pile 4. That's great. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this pick a card. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it gave you something to think about. Don't forget to come check me out every day. Tarot at 12 right there. And I'm here 12 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock p.m. So lunchtime here for me. Please come on over. My show is free tarot readings for an hour. So it's lots of fun. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, because I do have lots of pick-a-cards, and I also do surprise live streams in addition to my show. So you do want those notifications set. All right, my friends, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching this video.